Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wally1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back. For Captain of Ministry, Graspian is here, claiming first on the Twitch and effectively first on the YouTubes. Welcome in, good to see you. Sorry about missing Saturday and being now effectively another stream behind on this game's progress. Had some stuff come up that I had to deal with, and while I could technically have still streamed, it would have been probably an hour late, and at that point it's not really worth it. So with it only being a 2-hour or so stream, it's not really worth it. Victoria, welcome in as well. So let's just go ahead and jump into the game. I did do a couple of things progression wise since the last stream we actually were here for. Still, of course, working on the Western Frontier. Also working on filling in some stuff here to kind of square off this island. Just kind of letting them dump rock in the ocean here, basically. And, of course, mining titanium, which you all knew about already because we are using it. Let's see, what else did I do? I put down some more buckets for more of the depleted uranium. Not going to use them. We're not going to build them until we need to, so we get alarmed on this one. It'll be a little while yet, but just there in case we need them. Just kind of blueprinted. Plus, the reason I did it was because I wanted to get this hooked up here properly. So I just put that there and put the junction in there. That way it was ready to go when we were ready for it to go. We are still making a bunch of these Mox rods. I don't remember if I turned on the Mox nuclear or not, though. I did not. So we'll have to do that before too long so that we can start getting a little bit more power in, so we aren't using so much of the hydrogen, as always. And then I did also stop this. Stop the bauxite from coming in and stop making the aluminum because I wanted to rebuild this. So let's start with that now. And then we can proceed from there. So this goes, as soon as those are gone, I should just unity those. It's fine. And then we'll delete this and unity that as well. And we're going to put in, goodbye, and I can actually probably unpause you. And we'll put in a new thing here for that. And that'll be a big old 8 one. If I can position it the same, I will, and I can, so I shall. And then we need to also add, or let that get built. That needs to not be diesel. We'll have to, I guess, toggle that once we get it built. That's fine. And you were so upset you blame me? I figured. And then we need to put in modules once that's done. And we need loose modules, and we're going to go ahead and do the large ones. There. And then we need to have also 2 more of these, but I think I'm going to just do upgraded ones of these too. So I for improve those, 3s to 4s replace please, and do all that. No, you cannot go from, this is an annoying thing. You cannot go from a 4, it's over there more, actually there. You cannot go from a 4 any bigger. You can go from a 6 to an 8. You cannot go from a 4 any bigger. And the reason, or the difference here is, if you look at the 6, it has the extra space there for the other, for 7 and 8. Whereas the 4 does not have the extra space for the 6 or the 8. It's exactly the size that it is. The 2 has the extra space for the 4. So you can go from 2 to 4, or from 6 to 8, but you cannot go from 4 to 6 or 8. Just kind of annoying. We did find that at one point also. Maybe it's for this one, because I wanted to do this, and then found we couldn't, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. That's getting built. Let's go ahead and build this next. And then we're going to reconfigure this thing. I'm going to delete it, and we'll rebuild it. And I may rebuild it down further too, but for now, that's good enough. Actually, we can go ahead and we gotta wait for a lot of reds to come in. Luckily, red's the one that I have a big box on, one of the ones I have the big box on, so bigger box, I should say, so we can easily get the reds in here. It's just bring them over. I could, of course, force the issue, but I'm not going to right now. We can also go ahead and plan those in, please. These need reds, those need reds, this needs reds for the upgrade. You are bringing in hydrogen, which, no, wait, I don't know what you're doing. Oh, you're delivering these. Okay. You are a hydrogen. You should be filling in the hydrogen with this pipe. You are. Okay, I saw it. I saw it ticking up. Yeah, it's ticking up. But what I want to do here, just for my own something, is reverse this pipe here. Yeah, so that this pipe empties out into the ship, so that I can reconfigure this pipe without losing any hydrogen as well, since hydrogen is kind of precious right now. So we need a belt thingy. Balancer. We're going to need one of those here. And then we're going to need to output it somehow. I think what I'm going to do with it maybe is go here. Yeah, that'll work. We'll go there. So we'll need you. And you. And you. And you. You know what? No, I'm going to change that. Delete this. Move this over there. Delete these. No, nope, 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 nope. Undo. Abort. Abort. Delete that. Let's do this symmetrical, just for reason. No. Oh, yeah, it's totally symmetrical game. Thank you. Symmetrical, just for reasons. I want to do input even. And we also will need to configure these once they all get built. And then this will go up this way. To there. You can be reversed. This can be moved down here-ish. You need to do that. Delete this one. Then this pipe here is now empty, right? So it can be deleted from this point down to the end. And this belt can be deleted as well. This can be built. Alright, we need to do this now. We need to import from mine, bauxite, and then we just do V and paste across. And you're off. So this will carry 750 per bay, times 8 bays. This will hold 1,000 in each of these, and then 5,000 in each of these. So we'll be able to store 20,000 plus 8,000, 28,000 bauxite here. And then, of course, the ship itself will hold 8 times 750, which is 6,000 more. So really, we could have up to 34,000 bauxite on hand behind whatever we do, whatever we have stored up here for the actual aluminum. Oh, did I not reduce fuel consumption on it? We'll do it when it comes back. It'll be fine. Oopsie. Okay, so then this pipe here comes this way. Goes here. Goes there, drops down. And then it can just come this way. I hear you. I'm going to pause so that I can go and mess with you. Lag. Yeah, there's some lag. I was being warned about there being lag. That, and then I also need to reverse again this pipe here. How much? 6 and 6, and then the ship. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Thank you for the reminder, Graspin. I forgot all about it. Truck is having issues. Yeah, I figured you would be there because you're dumb. And then you're unloading. Wait, you're only unloading 4. Is that because I know why that is? That's because we need more workers, a larger mine. That's what we need. So let's upgrade one of these. We can get more workers in. Now let's go and unpause the beacon. and we'll upgrade the mine. For now, actually, you won't work. You won't work because this is set to strictly even. So let's turn off the strictly even. It'll be fine. I may end up with 2 belts here. 1 to each side. Actually, probably should. 72. Yeah, I should actually have 2 belts here. Let's break this right there. And put a second belt in here. Because they each need 144. I could do a faster belt, I suppose, a single faster belt, but this is fine too. You need a place to dump products. Yeah. What are you complaining about not being able to dump? Oh, because there's rock in with... Yeah, okay. Well, it is what it is. Get over it. You're complaining about fuel. I guess I should probably upgrade this a bit. Well, they're going to drain the crap out of that storage tank. It's fine. We'll be fine. Build, build, build. Still gonna need 318 fuel on that journey. All right, well, we'll get it. What's planned for today? Space. Final frontier. Oh yeah, you're backing up a little bit. That's fine. Okay, the housing thing is ready. Now I'm gonna leave natural pop growth on, at least a little while, so we can get the people in, because we need to go out to, not there, but here. And the bauxite, which is not that one. Bauxite at, there you are. And it needs to be upgraded. This is only collecting 72. We're actually gonna need up to 72 times 4. We're gonna need a bit more. At least we can get both of these running. And we can get the rest of this stuff backed up again. These had not yet finished filling up. This one is full, but these here we did not have filled up. And we have 1 rocket there. Let's put the other one on standby. And as soon as you have the materials you need, we need to send you on your way. Load ship. We have an issue with circuits. Oh, we have an issue with circuits. And is the issue with circuits the issue with silicon? Yes. And the issue with silicon, is that because we're using 6 times 8, which is 48 here? And these are making 18 apiece? So that's 72. We're using 48 here. And then we're using this several other places. We're using it, a lot of it here, to make wafers. We're making 9 wafers in the new build that we did for the space stuff. Which means using 36 there. We need more silicon smelting. Uh-huh. Can I just take this thing wholesale? I can. And attach it onto this thing over here? Yeah, but let's trim this part a little bit. And we'll put it back. Oops. Oh, you're done loading. And we've got other complaints going on. You can do this. And you guys are complaining about what? You can't get in there? Oh, okay. Let's move this over here a little bit then. There we go. All right. You might have been a little backed up on the slag. Oops. All right. Let's take out a few more pieces of this belt. The rest of them I'll leave. Take this and snap that in as kind of snugly as I can get it here. I think is there. And then these can be moved up. All right. And over like that. These pipes got to get reworked. That's so different. Oh, because I line them up with this instead of with that. All right, good. Let's see. Sand needs to be connected up here. Means that this probably isn't enough sand anymore. Wrong thing. This is slag coming out. Needs to be connected up to that. This is graphite coming across. Needs to be connected up. Saw it right there. Right there. Couldn't do this part. This part actually. This pipe here next to there. You can have that. These pipes here connect to there. And I suspect I'm gonna have to deal with this pipe being upgraded maybe. Because this produces a lot of exhaust. Yes, we're going to have to upgrade this pipe all the way across, I think. We can do that easily enough. If I can see in there, get out of the way. I can see in there. That goes to there. Yep. This one here goes there. This one here goes to there. This one here. That one there. And this one here. This gets built. Oops, I missed that one right there. This gets built. That gets built. Bring in the coal. Bring in the graphite. Oh, we got the graphite. Bring in the hydrogen. Good. Oh no! Shoot. Well, I wasn't paying attention to things. Let's all be surprised at that. And we need to do that, and we need to upgrade another settlement block now too. Let's do this and just do it immediately. And we'll let the beacon bring in some people for a while. If I end up needing to upgrade sand, that means probably moving slag over to the end and then putting a big sand bucket in here. Let's see. This and these and that. And then this can be set to allow, well, we're not going to export by belt, but set to default there. And that should help with supplementing for the rest of the base that is using the silicon rather than just the circuits up here. Which means I might even turn off... No, I won't do that. I think I'll turn off truck pickups here, though, up to a point. And allow it to export to belts. Always. Sand needs marking more. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on it. We're not going to worry about that little bit of sand that's in there. We're getting too close to the ocean, basically, and I don't want to do it. So we won't do that, but we'll let this finish, and then we're going to mark some more. It'll complain in just a moment. But we are out of sand in storage, so we'll need to get into this pretty quickly. I'm going to let it square it off just for fun. And this will be the last scoop here. And there's the chirp. Right, and then you folks can come all the way over to here to start with, and then we'll go from there after that. All right. This iron is going away pretty fast too, so we'll have to deal with that soon enough, but we do have another iron mine in reserve here. And then also, this copper is getting eaten away at pretty good too. Now that we're using more copper than we ever have been, it's kind of interesting that this game follows kind of Factorio's curve a little bit, where you don't use that much copper in the beginning, and then all of a sudden you use a bunch of copper. It's nowhere near the steel, but it's still a bunch of copper. And you're waiting for, yeah, you're waiting for that stuff to be done. Did I send you off? I did. Okay. Let's go out here and down here and let's upgrade this. And it's going to need to be upgraded again. Do I have the workers to do that? There's 100 workers. Upgrading again will put us at I don't know how many workers. You need to go home, ship. We can load you up again. And then that'll give us plenty of bauxite available. Yeah, you can't possibly pick up all of it. Or get... Go ahead and depart, though. That way we can at least bring in some. 3,000 or so, and keep this going, because right now it's kind of not going. All right. What's next? Oh, I dug through here. I don't think I did any of this on camera. I think this is all since the last stream. I opened up this mountain, and I have had them digging through these trees over here, slowly. So we have this whole other section available now for us, including sand and more copper here. Let's see, L. And a big water puddle, which is kind of good. Calidorn, I think he just went to sleep, actually. Like, within the last hour or so before stream. All right, this is working. So what I'm going to do is disallow... Wait, did I... Okay, good. I'm going to disallow truck pickups here unless it gets fullish. Actually, I think I'm going to set it to, like, trucks keep it full. Maybe better, even. That way we keep these going. That's an important thing. People. Okay, we got 124 more spots for people, so we're good for now. You go and do your thing. This is going to go and do its thing. Did we get this loaded yet? Yes. Go, please. And then we can do that. Like dirt, but it's the same kind of pattern or whatever of dirt we have over here in the starting area, which is kind of interesting too. The weird dirt pattern, the weird different dirt pattern. So we have more or less everything we need to get things going space-wise. We have the basic station parts, we have the advanced station parts, so we should be okay. Oh no, that doesn't. It does produce more. Okay, so this will go up to 216. That should be enough for now, anyway. Probably more than enough. We'll see. Actually, is it enough? No, we'll need to upgrade it again because this is 6,000 and this is only going to have 5640 in storage. Unless it'll go when it's full no matter what, which I guess we can test. Yeah, we can test that. I don't think you picked up... I think we need to upgrade it once more, actually. What's going on with Unity? Oil rig is costing us... We don't have enough water, household appliances, consumer electronics, or we don't have the computing as well. Oopsie. We need 31.7 household appliances. What's going on with those? We don't have circuits. That's why. Mark, welcome in. And computers. We need 15.8 of those. And I don't know where they're at all. Where are computers at? Hello, computer. Oh, here they are. We're making 18, so we're good. It's just, it's an electronics thing and an aluminum thing. All right, right in front of your face. So we're going to have Unity suffrage unless we get that dealt with. Water, on the other hand, we're only providing 120 water, and we need to have 174. So we need 2 of these, and we might need to process more wastewater than what we can process too. No, we're... Ugh. Ugh. What's the problem with this then? Because you should be able to process 160, and this says we're only producing 145. What's the problem? Whose board? Cole's board. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's going on with settlement water? And particularly wastewater. Muddy sludge. We need to get rid of more sludge. Okay. Guess we're burning it, so let's burn it. We're making 36 of that. This is only capable of burning 18. There we go. That'll do it. You, please, come here. Just Unity, though, so I can get them done so we can get it working again. Wait, why is water taking its time to get out of there? I mean, it's fine, because as long as it's gone before we get to the end, it's fine. We definitely need more water. Oh wait, this will provide the 174. It's fine. I think this is just yellow because the computers and the electronic or the appliances are missing, right? I think so. Weber Falcon, welcome in. Need another water module? No, not yet. Getting close, but not yet. No, that's just the buffer. It's providing 175. This is just a 120 buffer. I misread it. But we're getting close in terms of how much this can provide. And also, we should probably stop doing this with the water and just get some more water out of the ocean. Which I could actually just use this water. Could. Now that I did this, I did set this up off camera too. We're getting water here for these things. I think maybe we should bring that in. Let's do over here, I guess. Yeah, over here. There. But I'm okay with that buffer because we have this buffer back here, for example. So I'm okay with that being the only buffer. And then I'll also have this connected in. And we won't bring in water via this anymore. We don't need to. And this is making up to 144 water. We're using less than 24 here. I'm not going to do the math on how much less. And here we're using 36 and 48. We're actually using quite a bit of that. We can still use this to provide more. So you can come across like this. Oh, like this. Go there. And then there. And come across all the way here and then Humpty Hump. And that'll do. Priority input here. This and this will be getting rid of, but this will be shared priority with that. Yeah. That'll do. And welcome in, Weber Falcon, by the way. Good to see you. Yeah, I think I would just need to speed this pipe up, increase its speed, but it's flushing out before the concerning. Before it becomes concerning, so I think it's fine. Alright, this got done, so you're coming in, so we can stop this, and then we'll delete it once it's empty. So we're making 120. We need 174, so we need to be able to get 55 from here right now. And we should be fine on that, but eventually we'll need more water here too. How is bauxite doing? You're waiting for more to be mined. All right. Now let's do that. Might not have been the best idea to go up to the full 8 right away. But technically we can use all of it. Whether we're using all of the aluminum or not is another question, but technically we could use all of it if we could get it in there. But yeah, we're not using the output fully. Alright, these guys are running. That's backed up. I'm real nervous about upgrading the space station because I have no idea if we're at any sort of balance or not. We're having power issues. You do need to fire this back up again at level 2 because that's all we can support is 1 Mox Rod. Actually, I don't know if we can support 1 Mox Rod. We're producing 2 waste per minute. That 2 waste is being turned into a quarter of this, which is a quarter of a plutonium. A quarter of a plutonium would be turned into a half a Mox Rod. Yeah. And now I need to upgrade this again. A little bit. So yeah, we can't even support 1/2 of this right now with the Mox rods that we're making. But nuclear is going to get a whole big ass rebuild once we get this space stuff going. So it is what it is. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna need. Oh, it did leave. Okay, so it left once the mine presumably got full. It did. Okay, that's fine. It's not the best situation, but it's fine. When you come back, we'll do some more, I guess. And we'll see how long that takes to fill up versus how fast we use it. Although it's going to get used fast for a while. So there is that. How's electronics looking? Are they backing up at all yet? A little bit, maybe. Are you getting electronics down here yet? Or the we're getting aluminum. That's good. Are we getting electronics in here? Yeah. Okay, good. So these guys should be happier now. Oh, look, they are. We don't have great buffers of those items, but we at least have happiness. And we're going to need to deal with internet pretty soon, too. Pretty soon. But we'll have to do another one of these builds at some point in the near future. Because we just don't have enough. We're nearly at the point where we don't have enough water recycling. We're at... Does going up with population, or does this go up with housing capacity? Has that gone up since we've been sitting here? I think it has, because our population's going up. So it goes up with population, so we'll probably be at like 150 once all this population's full, at 5,600. So not too long in the future, we're going to need another wastewater treatment. Wastewater treatment plant. Okay. So that is that. Let's see if we can mess this up, or should I wait until we have more of these buffered up? I think we should wait. I think we need to let this work a little bit here with the bauxite. How fast is that going to fill up? And is it going to even matter? We did get some in each bucket this time, though. That's good. I'm going to let them unload as unevenly as they want. But I think we're going to have to upgrade that one more time. Yeah, let's just do it. We can always scale it down the workers-wise. Yeah, we can always scale the workers down if we end up with too much bauxite. Store it up, we can scale it down so that we aren't producing full production. And that does scale the workers down, right? Now that I've done this? Yes, it does. So we just need to figure out how much we're actually using. And I'm not going to do that math right now because I can't look at the charts. I'd have to do the math because the aluminum is all over the map. Just because it's not being produced constantly right now. Maybe if it's not being produced constantly, maybe it's not being used constantly, but maybe we could say that it would be somewhere around 50 or 60, and then we could do the math on, well, okay, if we're doing that, then how much bauxite goes into that much aluminum, and it's 24 out for every 72 in, so it's 3-to-1 reduction through the process. 3 bauxite ore becomes 1 aluminum, basically. There's some additional for the recycling and whatnot, but it's fine. And we are also peeling off a little bit of this molten aluminum for making titanium alloy, too. So there's a bit going there. That's at most 6 right now. Because we're only feeding 48 of this in, so that's at most half of that, which is 6. So it's not that much. It's not even near that right now. So really, it's just a matter of how much bauxite are we actually using, and how much aluminum. Acid. Is acid going to be a problem? I feel like it is. We may have to get another ship and start bringing in sulfur too to make more acid. Cargo's loaded. Feed it. And if I do that, where do I want to do that? Over here someplace? Maybe. And it doesn't have to be that big of a build. Because we could do just a 4 cargo thing. Bring in a couple of buckets, even the smaller ones. So basically kind of like what we have here for uranium. Yeah, like that. And then the sulfur would come out of that and go straight into the into a couple of these, maybe making more acid. And then I figure out how to deal with priorities on that, but we just need to have water. I need more clean coastlines. I don't have that right now. Actually, I could do it down here even. Yeah, I could do it down here. But yeah, that concerns me. Because you're only importing like that much too, which is 1 small truck worth. That this is not going to work out for very well. Very well for very long. So, we're going to do that now. What are you complaining about? You got yourself stuck? Yeah. Beat it. So let's do that. One of these days we'll get done. Not you. Who makes the ships? Not you. You do. These makes a cargo ship. Just buy one. There we go. And let's go ahead and do a quick build of this. We'll take this piece here. And I have this already ramped, which is nice. Go. This will be sulfur. We need to turn on the sulfur mine. Not you. Coal. Rock. Where's the sulfur mine? Should be blue, right? Right here? There it is. Start repairs. I could, yeah. I could put it right over there. That's a good point. Because it's going to be a small build, so that's a good point. I just want to design it. I didn't really intend on it being here permanently. So I need to have a couple of these guys. And I'm probably just going to start with 2. Whether we do more later or not is future Wally's problem. They just need to have sulfur and water in. I'm going to build it like this so that I can add more to it later. Although I'll make it closer here. I do want one of these, and I will probably do the balance inputs on that. Let's go down one more. And then this goes here. Let's do... Let's use 6. Let's do crappy compares. Go. There. All trucks complaining again. You guys got yourselves full here. That's what the problem was earlier. All right. In that case, do this to there. You happy now? Whiners. All that slag. They're dumping rock down here and they're fine with it, but slag, not so much. Not so much. If we move this close, yeah, I got that whole section ramped up, so we're fine. We'll just build it, we'll design it, and then we'll move it. I also will need, though, this piece, which I could have just copied along with, that will turn water into saline. No. Well, yeah, but that will turn seawater into fresh water. I can't put it like that. I have to build it slightly differently. That's fine. You're going to make 72. So for each one of these, I effectively need one of those. So I'm going to just put one of them in here, and we'll deal with being wrong later. One of those is fine. This is good. That's good. This and this and water. Oh, actually, I did need that other thing. There, but it's going to get moved. I should put it in right there. Oh, that's not a pipe one, you idiot. Pipe balancer. There. This goes away. You're going to output 72, right? You're going to come out this way. And let's just take this out completely. And that's going to be 42. That's a simple pipe this way. Down to wherever this goes. There-ish. One more, actually. There-ish. This can get moved down. So that it'll fit in there. We can delete this and that. That can get reconfigured. This will go in like this. Perfect. Let's redo that pipe entirely. Pipe 1. You go in here. Pipe 2. You go in here. This is the steam coming in. This is the seawater coming in. Water going out, and that'll go to here. And it just needs to be 60. I'll do a Mark II pipe just for fun. That'll come up here like this and into those guys. I think I'm going to put it up in the air, though. Take that out. Do that again. This goes to there. And then to there. And into... Oh, totally what I wanted. Thank you, game. Jeez. Again. 70 people. We're good still. Up, up, up. You'll go to here. Go to there. And you'll drop down like that. Actually, no. These need to be moved closer. Let's do this. Pull them down. Oh, you're conflicting. Fine. Oh, no. Stop. Put that down. Delete this pipe again, because it's stupid. So let me smash the pipes down on top of their old other pipes. Weird game. That goes there. Then I think, yeah. And then one more time with the pipe here. There. Here. And into there. And then the acid will come out here, and we'll put it into a bucket. So, we're going to move this down. Okay. We're not going to move that down. We're going to do this part first. I need about a half of a block space. Let's put it... I can't put it that close. Put it as close as it'll go. Almost as close as it'll go. Go right there. And then I can copy this other part. Smash it. Oh, that did let me copy it this time. Weirdo. Okay, there we go. Delete all this then. And that. Build me this. And you might as well build all this too. And then let's do an acid output. I think I'll put it up here. And we need to have 36, so this will be a Mark II pipe. Yes. Kind of doesn't need to be, but I'm going to make it one. Oopsie. You go into there, but then I need to do pipe connector right there. Gotcha. That'll do. And then this is 6, so that can be a crap belt. Here, and then right there. Alright, make this also. So, sulfur for that. You're not going to be a diesel ship, you're going to be a hydrogen ship. We'll have to wait for it to get built. You can go away. 70 more people means 3 of those plus some random people. Yeah, given the size of this build, putting it over here makes more sense. You're right, Crespian. This is going to need some seed water. We'll have to grab a bucket of water and just seed it in a little bit. That's not water. Also not a bucket. Just seed in a little bit of water here to get the boiler going. We need a few more flops. Let's put 2 more servers in here, or server racks in here. Why is bauxite paused? Was it the acid? It might have been the acid. It's chugging now. Okay, it was probably the acid. The lack thereof. So this will help greatly. Now, I think I need to do something about that, though, because I want to use this acid first. I think what I'm going to do is export priority on that, and export priority on this, and not export priority this. Is that the only places we're making acid? No, it's not. We're also making acid here, and here, but they're such small amounts and they're getting kind of recycled that it's fine. I think that's the only places we're making it, though. I guess the way to find out? No, I can't find out that way either. That won't work. That searches the crafting menu, but not one more server rack. Searches the crafting menu, but not the game to find out where things are being made. Factorio does that. Captive Industry does not yet at this point. We do not have, though, workers here. We also did not ever deliver the cargo to turn this thing on. Oopsie. Ship's still gone. Come on back. Ready to go, though, so we'll take care of that when it happens. And it's back. It's a quick trip. Oh, beat it. Weird that you can't switch this ship away from diesel. At least I haven't found out where you can do it yet. That's got over 6,000 now, though, so that's good. Right, you did your thing. Let's go turn that on. How many workers getting spent here? Oh, gotta let it build first. But you could come home. You don't need to stay out there. Thank you. Build, build, build. And, unpause. 24 workers. That's probably more than what we need. It's 108. Yeah, that's ridiculous for what we need. I could actually probably turn this down to 1 production level. Cut it in half. But I'll leave it up higher, and we'll try to remember later. So that we, get enough in, fast enough in. This needs to be switched to a hydrogen ship, which probably just spent all that diesel, wasted all that diesel, but what are you going to do? Refugees, got them. Did the wrong thing here. There. Okay, so I think I'm feeling okay about the bauxite aluminum thing here. This is buffering up. No, it's still not buffering up. We're still making these to buffer up. But I'm okay, I think. So I think we should start with the space station upgrades. Which means getting the crew there. And the crew supplies, which we should still be making. Let's go double check that before I push that button. Crew supplies were over here someplace. Yeah. We still have it set up, so hopefully it's good. Food packs, aplenty. Steel? What's going on with steel? Is it trucks overwhelmed? What's going on with steel? It must be trucks overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed. We had some more of these. Oh, we're still making these. Wait, why do you not have yellow parts coming in? That's restricted from belt output. Oh, that's why. Oopsie. Wonder when I did that. Let's add 5 more, though. Why the hell not? We'll make a bunch of trucks to help with the load here until we get trains started, which should probably come already, but isn't here yet. And we're stuck again because of acid, and we're stuck because of this for acid. So get this going soon. Go ahead and depart now. Uses 130. This uses 318. Yeah, it's a little bit more. The bigger ship. Oh well. He's got pretty full on one trip. That's good, but let's get this acid going so that we can get our asses in gear. You should be good now. We should need to import any more water here. I'm gonna I don't care about that. It'll be fine. It'll get used, and then we'll delete it eventually. Or I could actually. I'm just gonna mark it as deletion. The trucks will just empty it out. That's fine. How are you doing? Nearly full on the inside, and you're full on the inside and filling up on the outside. Good. All the food looks good. Yeah, more or less. Meat might be... No, it's fine. Sausages might be, but that could just be a truck capacity thing. Yeah, it's just a truck capacity thing. Meat trimmings, that's fine. Yeah, I think we're okay on things right now. As soon as we get this acid situation straightened out, I think we'll go. But until we have that straightened out, I'm not really making enough aluminum to justify using it regularly. Not that we're not using it regularly already for this, but it's kind of stuck because we were not producing it fast enough, or at all, for that matter. So you should be back soon, I hope. There you are. Yeah, got over 1,000. That'll last us for a few minutes. I didn't put the strictly even here because I figured they wouldn't come back even. And I was right. Can we spare sulfur around to bring into? Not really. There's little bits here and there, and I might end up having to export some of this to use in other places, or allow export, I should say. Look at that. Total production shot up. Sulfur is currently being used in rubber making. Acid making, aplenty. And fertilizer and tofu. And that's actually where I noticed it also. Fertilizer 2 has no sulfur input. So these here are not providing enough. So I think what I should do is actually allow for or force export on these. Iron Wolf, welcome in. And then allow for export on these as well. Oops, 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 oops. I screwed up. I screwed up this. There we go. May proceed now. You may get lost once you have enough. Which is 2,000, which is not quite there yet. So I think I'm going to allow pickups on these also, so that we can also use that sulfur elsewhere in the base. Where else are we making sulfur? Sour water, exhaust. Oh yeah, I should check that too. Oh no, we're turning all that into acid. Okay. And then exhaust again. Yeah, we're turning all that sulfurate into acid. I don't think or do we have pickups for that too? Nope, it's all getting turned into acid or getting burned. But it's never getting burned. We're turning it into acid, so it's fine. Because we're exporting this acid if it gets to be too full. So we're fine. Fine, just fine. This is now making acid. Nice. Dropping acid. That can be deleted. And you'll leave when there's 2,000 available. And you'll come and take care of that. That'll be fine. I'm not that worried there. Because we're only using 12. But we're making 72 more sulfur. Or more acid, so that's great. This and one more of those, and we should be good. Actually, I'm going to not do that. I'm going to pause this and turn on the natural growth again so that I don't get lost in my own insanity. Please bring in acid. I suppose I could almost pipe it from here into there now, but we desperately need it elsewhere too, so I'll let the base handle it. Or let the trucks handle it. Let the bots handle it. Yeah, the bots handle it. Okay, you made some of those trucks already. How are you doing here? Good enough. How are we doing? Actually, these guys are busy too. Level out? Yeah, I know it. It's going to take it a while because it's going to have to fill up all of the places where these buckets are empty, which is quite a bit actually. Quite a bit of places, or emptier. Nuclears has the same here, where it's struggling to keep up. Actually, it's got the same problem. These are, they've almost used all the rods on the belt because we didn't have enough acid, probably, to process. I don't know what else it would be. It was acid at one point in the past. Probably still acid. So yeah, we need to really get this hauled out, and it just takes them a while to get there. There we go. Oh, yeah. I almost wish the same truck would just do multiple runs instead of multiple trucks registering and having to drive over here. And that, meanwhile, the other truck is driving elsewhere into the base to accommodate everything. Where are you going with that? Just to wonder. You're going to fertilizer. Oh, nice. That's getting full. Tofu is over here. That's full. I could. You're right. I could. I could either say, hey, trucks. I could even do a big one, but I could put a couple of trucks on this and just say, hey, bring me acid. And they'll come and grab it, probably from here, to take into there. The only issue is potentially if there is acid here available, which there is, or acid here available, which there kind of isn't, then they'll go there to get it before they come here, probably. But I actually would like to see that happen, because I'm not entirely sure if that's what happens or not. Yeah, that's where you're going, right? No, you're going to get hydrogen. Why are you... Oh, you're going to get gas for yourself. Okay, you greedy little monster. How much acid are these guys using anyway? 12 each times 8. That's a lot. I did upgrade this pipe, right? Yes, I did. Okay. 96 a minute. That means this thing only lasts 4 minutes. Copper ore sorting plants whining. Oh, dirt. Oh, dirt. This got full, and I don't want to do any more of it. So we need to come over here and facilitate more dirt dumping, which I don't have set up yet. So move this over here. We overlap by 1, just for fun. And then let's do Z, this, and keep it going. Means more truck jobs. Oopsie. We don't need that many trucks here. We'll drop 2 more. 2 of them off. Probably only need 1, and probably don't even need that many. Because it doesn't have to normally go very far. So we're capable of making 96 aluminum minus what we use for this, which is less than 6. So at least 90 aluminum. This here is using it at a rate of 8 times 4 plus somewhere in here. That one plus 1. Okay, that's not bad. That's 33, and then we need a few for consumer electronics here, which is 9, so we're up to 40 now. And where else are we using this? We're using some amount of it here, a few. That's covered just now. That's covered, yeah. So we're using 40 something. How much of that fuel are we using? I could set the import route to shorten the drive. Yeah, I could. Yeah. I don't know that I want to, though. Because I want them to use the acid from the other area first. Let's see, you're going into these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're using 46 aluminum, and we're making 90 to 96. So we have a surplus. That's good. This is still not stable, but that's because this is buffering. That's okay. You need more of these made then. And then we need to upgrade that station.
5, 3, 2, 1.
You're stuck. I want to steal one of these excavators from here. And 3 of these trucks from here. And then I want to put them down into this. Oh, 2 of these trucks into this. And level this off here. Reverse this. Reverse this. Delete. 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 That too. There we go. All right. Still working on the trees. Good.
Poke, poke, poke. Is that all you do?
Batman, welcome in. Yeah, you're doing plenty fine. So let's take one of you out again. And really, honestly, I probably don't need the other one. Although hydrogen's having a bit of a issue. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Uh-oh. Is there an issue with production here? Or are we just using that much because this power's getting used? This power's not getting used. What's going on? Why is this not running constantly? This should be running constantly. Possibly because they added 2 new or larger ships, yeah. They're using more fuel. Plus we buffered this up. Yeah, that could be it. You're still launching, that's good. You're using hydrogen too. For the rocket fuel. That could be it too. So we're getting nearly there with the parts. Couple more of those queued up would be good. How does electronics look, by the way? Buffered? Not. Not still. And the issue with that is... just time, I guess. I don't feel like I need to assign trucks here. Let them go do something else. Like bring in hydrogen. I feel like I may have needed them to get it started, but I don't think I needed them to keep it going. That's going to be a struggle. Maintaining those composite panels. I might have wanted to build this bigger. We already did the math. We're only using 46 out of 90. So I could have easily added 16 more. Although I could just upgrade these. But assembly 4s are the ones that require flops, right? Yeah, 3. I don't know that I want to do that either. But we could upgrade them to make them faster too. Or I could just Unity boost a couple of them. But right now, we're starved out on aluminum still, so we got to get that straightened out. What's going on with that? Slag. That's what's going on with that. Slag's backed up. Alright, so the station at this level needs some crew supplies. Go ahead and deliver those. I'm going to cheat this a little bit. Quick remove. It'll go somewhere else and they'll have to deal with it still, but...
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off.
Alright, and that's the parts we need, the supplies we need, and we need the crew too, so we need another rocket yet. Which is coming slowly. We need more of these. So yes, let's, well no, we can't do that. Well, maybe I do need help with the acid hauling here. Or I should just pipe it in. I guess I could just pipe it in. Then I would need a bigger ramp here. Pull it down a bit. Move there. Delete this one. How much acid did I say I was using? 96? Yeah. And, hydrogen. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to build that bigger oil plant we talked about a while back, too. Oh, I forgot about, unpausing that. Let's go with a larger pipe here. Run this straight across to here. Up to here, and then we'll go up and over, and stop right there. Turn this off. Delete it. And build that. I want a regular small ramp over here just for reasons. It may not be necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. Usually like to put those in when I have long stretches of pipe that block access to parts of the base, when I remember to do so. And then we'll take this into... Well, I guess maybe I shouldn't have gone that high. Let's not do that. Take this part back out here. And extend this into that pipe right there. Boom. You can be toggled, flipped, whatever. And then we can build this as well. This can be deleted. Just build it. There you go. Alright, that should solve that problem now. The red is flowing. You don't need to go there, though. You would be just fine right where you are. You really don't. They probably can't get into there, can they? Not the big ones. All right. I guess we need that big oil processing, which means that this could be problematic. How's the station look, though? Crew are fine. Crew rotation in 24 months. That means we're going to need more of these. We do not have the plating at the moment here. We have to make some more. But that should be okay. This will not block access to the hydrogen tank, no. Only for excavators. The trucks can get under there. Even the big trucks can. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. This is height, I don't know what the hell height this is. This is height 2. The big tankers are... Oh, maybe they are. Maybe it is too low. Well, the small trucks will be able to get in there. It'll be fine. We don't have very many big tanks anyways. And I can always change it if I need to. You don't, though. You don't need to go there. And I could give you access to this if you want. Maybe I should? Maybe, maybe not. So yeah, I have no idea if we're making enough hydrogen and it's just got sapped, or if we're not even close to making enough. A huge part of it depends on the disposition of this. Whether it's being used as power right now or not, and it's not. So, yeah. But I think we need to do this bigger design. We were talking about quadrupling this and getting rid of this one and this one over here. And just making one big quadrupled one in here. Yeah. So you'll need to supply either crew or crew supplies. Also, station parts. Some point. Means we'll need even more of these. Steel looks fine. Steel looks great, actually. Electronics. Not so great. We're using a lot of these electronics. Just a massive amount. Probably gonna need to add a whole nother one of these at some point down the road. Which means a whole nother copper smelting area, a whole nother silicon smelting area, and probably importing the glass. Not using that much glass. It's only 6 times 4 glass. 24. Yeah, that's gonna suck. You don't need to go over there. You just don't. It's fine. Alright, so let's start looking at this design. Hey Marshall, welcome in. I'd still like to keep most aspects of this design intact. The sort of modules. And then just expand it where we need it expanded. Although, maybe that's not the best idea. Because eventually I'm going to run out of capacity in these pipes. Thinking particularly in the fuel gas pipe. And can somebody come and pick up this hydrogen and take it to the fuel stations, please? Particularly in the fuel gas pipe and maybe the diesel pipe. Might be easier to just make a copy of this again, just have a third one and have it be 3 separate areas, rather than the other alternative. But I do think what I'm going to do here, what are you whining about now? You don't need to go over there. Is I don't think I need to have this fuel gas tanked up in all 3 spots. I think I only need it in 1. And because the reason is we're only using that fuel gas to make alumina, I think. No, we're not even using it there. We're using it here to make chemical fuel. So we do not need this massive amount of fuel gas times 3. We don't even need it times 1. So let me reverse this pipe and reverse this pipe and feed this fuel gas into this system. Which is going to make it into hydrogen. Now it's going to be prioritized over the other, which is not the ideal. Let's reprioritize this like that. So it's deprioritized. And then I need to also then flip this so that it can be output. And we'll feed that into this system. And then we can reverse this pipe and turn this thing back on from the source here. So we'll make a little bit more hydrogen here from that. Do I bother with making plastic and graphite in this third build? I'm going to say no. I'm going to probably regret that statement, but I'm going to say no. Did we do this all here? It looks like we did. Let's go ahead and just put this in as a copy from more or less here. Like that. But I might tweak some parts of it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to tweak parts of it. Copycat, exactly. I'm not redesigning it. That's for damn sure. Then I have to redo this here somehow. This is a unnecessary pipe for this sour water coming in. This is not necessary either, because this is for making the graphite. This isn't necessary at all either. This isn't necessary at all for the steam for that. That goes out as well. And that means that this can get moved up somewhere, like there. And then I can just shorten this pipe by 1 piece or 2 pieces and slip one of these things in there. One more. Guess it's got to go there. Unless this one also can get shortened by 2 and can get moved up there, and then this can go over there like that. Excellent. Okay, this is going to get expensive, but we're going to do it anyway. And then I need to output... I'm just going to output the hydrogen right now. This goes away anyway, for sure. This can be flipped back and be downgraded. But I'm not going to build the statue right now. And this gets reprioritized the other way around, so the statue gets what it needs. Because we don't really need a third statue. I also don't need this diesel input. I don't have it over here. That's how many ships I have. I have uranium. Oh, this needs me to buy one, yes. These two here, and these two here. So I do need to buy another one for this, but yes, we only need, we have 5 out of 5. But we do need to buy another one, you're right. Let's do that. Right there. I need more red parts to do that. But we need to get this damn thing built anyways, so we're just going to have to deal with it. Alright. Make it so. I feel like I'm probably missing an interconnection here someplace. Yeah, this one can go away. Oopsie. You guys are bored, but you also don't have any fuel. Yeah. You guys are complaining about fuel. Do the pipes and things first. Storages. All of this. Missed some of those. What are you missing? What are you missing? What are you missing? Copper? Oops. We're out of copper again. Copper. Why are you such a headache, copper? Guess I wish I would have noticed that before I put this silicon on here. Not that we have any of that available either. Why, what's the problem with you? Output slag is full. Did I not hook up the slag? No, the bucket's just full. And nobody's collecting it. Trucks are freaking out. Water is freaked out? You don't have any hydrogen. I sure hope we don't have a death spiral. Bring us in some water here. They don't use that much hydrogen. They use 140 every time I launch. But now I'm upgraded. I'm not going to be launching that often. I need crew every 24 months. I need crew supplies every long time. Station parts, long time. The biggest issue is actually going to be other parts here to make the ships more often. This is backing up now. That's good. Definitely turn this down now. Backed up. The issue with slag might be that we just don't have enough places to dump it. It is. They aren't able to get in here very easily. Let's just do this. I'm going to take this one off the end. The trucks are kind of just sitting around with it. Will that make you happier now? No, you're still whining about that. Just come over here and dump it. It'll be fine. But yeah, we really need more hydrogen. I could Unity boost parts of this, but eventually we're going to max out the pipes, and the Unity boosting is not going to do any good. But I guess I could do like half of it Unity boosted, maybe. And hope that covers it. You're going to need to be Unity boosted too. Probably going to produce more steam than we can handle or we can use then. These guys might also get overwhelmed and need to be boosted. Actually, I should Unity boost all these because we should be trying to turn this into hydrogen as well. Yeah, I'd like to avoid downgrading the station if at all possible, because we really spent a lot to get it upgraded again. So I'd rather not waste what we spent if we can avoid it. Eventually I may have to anyways, because we may have to really boost the base before we can actually get that space station up and running. I want to get it to the point where I can get at least a little bit of research points, because I would like to get the breeder reactors unlocked at least, which needs space research points made. Doesn't have to be a lot of them, but some of them made. So does this other rocket stuff and basically everything else going forward. So I really want to at least make some of these points, so that way we can start doing some of this other stuff. Rebuild nuclear with using all the materials this time. How do I want to handle copper? What do I want to do about copper? I think I need to double it, which means I think I want to move this down. So let's get a buffer of silicon saved up here, maybe. And then move it down, put a second set of copper in here. In between the silicon and the copper it's existing. But sand is a problem. It's all a problem. We're going to need to get on to the next beach, which I could either do this one now. I can't quite get to this one yet. Or I could do this one way the hell over here. Which, given everything is relative to each other, it sucks any of those ways. But acid's not a problem anymore. That's good. Trains, yeah, I know it. And the problem is, I would like to come to a stable point so that we can take the time to build the trains. We just can't come to a stable point. It is dwindling, so we are using it in these boosted thingies. Tree harvester's whining. I think it's time to deselect these trees that are selected that it can't reach. So it'll go back to the farm. Back to the farm now. There you go. Good job. Let's see. We guess we don't want to select those because the excavator can't get there. And now you just need to tire. Stable point and Captain of Ministry, not sure they're stable. We have plenty of stable points so far. It shouldn't stay that way. Let's pause this and get ready to move it. Copy. Over here out of the way. And you also. Operation might have been like, that's a good point. In that case, let's keep this going for a little while. That's a very good point, and it's still an issue. It also could be sand. Yeah, if it's slag, then that's still the issue. But there's trucks lined up to come and get it. They just haven't gotten here yet. Yet more reason why we need to switch to trains. Even if I have to do a fudged out train system until we can get it more stable, it might be just about time to do that. We should at least look at what the trains are going to consist of here. That's not what I want. Well, maybe what I want, but what I want to know, I do. It's around here somewhere. Yeah. But it's only one. It can be expanded easily enough, but it's only one. But what I wanted to look at was how much does a train wagon haul to know how big of a train we want to actually make? We find that out? $120 for all of them. Okay. So, kind of thinking factorial mentality. If we did 1-4 trains, or maybe 1-4-1 trains, because I think I'll want the stations to be one-way stations. Well, single entry exit stations, rather than be through stations. Just for space reasons. How much do these buffer things hold? 240, so 2 trains worth. What was this slag doing here? They all got here, apparently, and cleaned it out. It's quite possible that me forcing the slag out of here forced it into here, because it probably would have went to the nearest station. We have no sand coming in. How do we have no sand? Oh, because you guys aren't really mining sand. You're mining everything. Let's focus you on sand. Yeah, we're going to have to do a train, but I need to think about it some before we do it. If I do... That can be fixed. If I do a one... If I do a 1-4-1 system, those trains will haul 120 times 4, so 480. How big will those stations physically be? We need the station, and I only know how these work because I watched Bull Viking do this. But you either need to fuel or you don't. If you don't, you do. If you don't fuel coming into the station, like if you only have it on one end and not the other, then you put a blank in. And then we have, like, we'll do a loose station here times 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if it's fuel here again, we need to fuel the other locomotive, and then that's kind of it. The station itself serves as the marking point of where the station exists. These rails here, and then the rails coming out. This thing here will require a bunch of threads, which we don't have because we need more copper. How is copper keeping up? Kinda probably not, because we need more sand. Yeah, we need the sand. Dang it. And without copper, much copper, we're going to struggle to make electronics, which means we're going to struggle to make yellow construction parts, which means we're not going to be able to make red ones. How many? Oh boy, 1.4K. Yeah. plus 720 for the ship. So looking at the size of this thing, if I wanted to bring in items in key spots at least, not super big. Focusing on hydrogen production, yeah. The problem is I need 2,000 reds. Once I get that though, do the tracks just require the track pieces? Yes. Come on. There. In gravel? Okay, that means we need to have gravel available. I didn't know that either. Okay. I have to have a thing set up to automatically to provide crushed gravel. Alright, we'll have to do that. I apparently have some in a buffer someplace, but not very much. How are you doing? Still working? Alright, keep working. Yeah, they still haven't finished building these things yet. And this is just about gone. These are still getting made. Albeit slowly because we're only outputting so many of these. Makes sense. Need more rockets made. Means that these are not going to output very well. Because they're being used for the rockets. The station is saying we need crew supplies sometime soon. And then crew again in 17 months. I will need at least 2 rockets ready to go. So I think it's time to Unity boost at least 2 of these also. But the other thing with the is we're gonna have to get sand mining moved or set up elsewhere too. I guess when you guys are done with this, you can go to start mining sand elsewhere. The problem with that is going to be trucking that in. I think I should just do something like this. Or making gravel. Or the trains. I have to put it here, though. It could be anywhere. That's what I'm thinking, is a single track train for now to bring in sand and then potentially other items later. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This here is making 24, so we just need a simple belt here. Simple belt here. And that'll get me the gravel that I need. At least slowly over time. These are all yellow, so I'm okay with it. Yellow is backed up. Man, that looks painful. Let's go ahead and mark this here too. Out this far. Don't need that one. Go where you can find sand. Go pound sand. And I think this one might be closer than the other one. Can trains run on fuel gas? Did you have a surplus? No. So, and I had this building set up here. Not you. You. Which is the train depot. This gives us the options we can run on trains on. We can run them on coal. Means we need to also have a tender. We can run them on diesel. And we can run them on hydrogen. My intention was to run them on hydrogen, but then that causes more problems with hydrogen. If we run them on diesel, that also causes problems with hydrogen. Also, that surplus is not going to be here for much longer. So I don't want to rely on that either. But diesel means we take from the hydrogen to make the diesel, so I don't know that I want to do that either. We're making at this point... Well, by default 72 diesel, and we're turning all that diesel into fuel gas and naphtha, which we're then turning the naphtha into fuel gas and hydrogen. We're then turning the fuel gas into hydrogen. What was trash doing, by the way? Alright, we're doing fine. It's buffering up here, but it's not that much. We are accumulating a little bit of hydrogen now. Not much. What might help for a little while is if I pause this. Because then we won't burn any hydrogen here. Yeah. Might. Copper might be catching up again. We have buffers to fill. But you may have been right. Was that Victoria? Yeah, I think it was Victoria. That the issue with copper was slag. And the issue with slag was no place to dump it reliably. So now they're able to dump it a little bit better. And maybe it'll be better. Trucks are coming idle here. These ones are. These ones aren't. But that's kind of a good thing. I kind of wish I could tell the game to use the haul trucks for the loose stuff and only use the smaller ones for the flat and the liquids. That would kind of be nice. Ooh, look at that huge buffer of acid in there now. Interesting. Interesting. This is prioritized, right? Yes. So the acid is getting used here first. From this one before this one is used. So acid's doing quite well now. You're still not caught up, but you're feeding in a constant supply in here. Actually, this is... I just thought about something. This alone is needing 12 times 8, 96. This here is only making 72. I actually need to double this. Oops, I totally forgot, or didn't think about that. Let's see, you guys are using 6, so we're still good on that front. This pipe needs reversed. And then you can go into there. And we need to put one of these things here. And you don't need one, but it'll probably give me that later. This come off of here. Means I'm going to need to have some yellows and some reds. No yellows. All yellows? Maybe all yellows. Yeah. Let's go. Although, also, to be fair, we don't need this running constantly. This is backed up. Whatever math we did earlier showed that we weren't using much more than half of this. So, probably not necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. Gonna do it anyway. You need more stuff to clean up. How are you dumping? Are you done? You're done? Are you done? You're done. Be good. Keep going here to this point. We only have 3 excavators out of fuel. That's not too bad. They still work because I have low difficulty settings turned on. Your problem is what? Just cleaning it up. Mountain mine is done. Okay, good. Turn that off. Turn this off. And we'll get you set up to work on sand. We're gonna need... Oh, we're gonna need a bunch of reds for this. Yeah, we're gonna need 600 more reds for this. Get sand going, too. Damn it. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do walls on this one. Yeah, I could use a smaller sorter. I have another one. I could steal this one. The problem is the quantity, I guess. Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Twisted my arm. You will be sand, not limestone. And goes out of A. A is sand, not limestone. But yeah, I'm not going to use... something. I'm not going to use walls on this one. I'm just going to dig it down and then dig it back out again. You do not output to there. Oh, yeah, you do. You can output to here. You do not accept from there, though. Only from there. Make this stuff so. Which is going to be just a few reds. We got them. It'll be fine. Trains are moving stuff. That's true. We'll have to get a train set up here, though. But yeah, that's true. Let's do this area. Something like, well, give me a bigger area here. You know what? Don't do it that way, Wally. Do it this way. It's easier. Go like this up to like that. And then shift it over here where it needs to be. Thing like that. The issue with the sorter is not the capacity of the sorter or the capacity of the buckets, but the throughput of the sorter, which is limited to 240. But yeah, otherwise, yes. Let's see. You have 1 excavator and 2 trucks coming in. That should be fine. And let's go ahead and mark... Just do these as flat, and then these can mine down, and we'll see how far down we can go here. And then this is not limestone mine, this is sand mine 2. Sane? Yeah, not sane. And then this is sand sorting plant 2. The crew left. Oh. Well. Crap. Thought I had enough of those built. Guess not. And we need parts for maintenance again. Okay. That's going to be problematic. Composite panels might become problematic, although we got plenty of them, so maybe not. Did I not add 2 more rockets a little bit ago? Build that fast, please. I feel like I did, but maybe I didn't. And we'll do the next one fast too. All right, this is just about done, which means that this is going to fall off a cliff. I thought it did too. We used them that fast? That's insane. These things take a long ass time to craft too. So yeah, we'll do a point-to-point train to get sand over here next time. Sand from over here next time into the base. It's gonna suck a bit, but yeah. One of the things I could do, though, is I could say sand assigned trucks to and accept assigned only, and to only these large trucks can haul sand from here, wherever it needs to go. Maybe we need more trucks than that, but we have an abundance of those. I was just in there, but we have an abundance of those free, idle, and right now the issue is the smaller trucks because they're carrying flat stuff and liquids. So, yeah. Here comes a rocket. Base station's low on maintenance parts. Yep. Hopefully this is the one that does the maintenance parts, and the next one will do the crew. Queue a couple more up behind it. I kind of don't know how you're supposed to automate this. I mean, you can do build forever, but I don't want 400,000 rockets sitting around either. So how do you say, hey, build rockets until there are so many laying around and then stop? I'm not sure. I have no idea what you launched with. Hopefully it was maintenance parts. It was crew. Well, hopefully we can get the maintenance parts up there before the station crashes down. Go faster. Once we get to this point, it'll downgrade or disintegrate. If it downgrades, then it's going to do it. It's going to disintegrate. It's going to downgrade. I'm going to leave it downgraded then. If this animation wasn't so stupid slow, it would be nice too. And there it went. It downgraded. All right. Damn it. All right, we'll leave it downgraded for a while. We'll deal with the crew. Yeah, it's all right. We'll deal with the crew issues and the additional, components issues. Once we have other things stabilized, I really just wanted to get to the next tier of stations so we could get some of those science things so we can advance a couple more technologies. But I guess we're not going to be allowed to do that anytime soon. So Next time we'll build a station here for the sand. And we'll build a station over... I don't know where yet. I don't know how I'm going to get the track through here either. That's going to be kind of a nightmare. But at least maybe we can just bring it into here and dump it off, and then the trucks can take it to here, where we need lots of sand, and here, where we need lots of sand. Yeah. It's a struggle right now. But that'll be future Wally's problem. I have no idea how I'm going to fix it. But for now, we're going to leave this here, and we'll figure out if we can make this thing stabilize for a little bit at least, so that we can work on more things. Putting up with your comments is no problem. Let's see, who do we want to raid tonight? Why don't we raid... Let's raid Mr. Taco. Playing Satisfactory as often, and nope, he just quit. All right, he's not live anymore. Let's raid Ogrimskar. He and Eris are playing Vintage Story together. I think we raided Eris recently, so we'll raid Ogrimskar to kind of balance it out a little bit. So stick around for that raid, so you're counted. You get to be you get some extra channel points for doing so, and also helps the channel look a little bit better by having a larger raiding party. Check out the YouTubes for more content. We're really into Planet Crafter right now. I've forsaken all others for Planet Crafter. I'm enjoying it too much to not do what I'm doing. Although there are other games that I would like to play too, but Planet Crafter is just usurping them entirely. And then, if you are not already there, come and join us on Discord. Poor Whiskers, yeah. We hang out, share memes, talk about games and technology and other things, make fun of Caledorn as often as possible. And then also, we have some community games running. We're running Eco, although we're nearing the end of that server. But we do have another server planned to start probably in about 4 weeks. We're looking at maybe December 20th. Could be as early as the 13th, maybe as late as the 27th. But we're looking at the 20th, which is a Saturday. So come and join us for that if you're interested in Eco. And also, we have Factorio server running. Always good to make fun of Caledorn. Indeed, Iron Wolf. And we do community games on Friday nights. Just games you can jump into, hang out, play along with whatever it is. Could be a Goose Goose Duck Among Us type of thing. Could be golf with your friends. Could be some sort of board or card game that's kind of just easy to drop into. You don't have to be there week to week. There's no storyline to maintain. Nothing of that nature. We just play games and carry along. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Iron Wolf. I'm intending to be streaming on Thursday night. If something happens and I can't, then it is what it is. It's a possibility that I won't, but I'm intending to stream Thursday night. If not, we'll see you for game night on Friday or stream on Thursday. Otherwise, we'll leave this here for now, and we'll be back again. We'll be back in one of those days for more content, and we'll see how far we can get. So thank you all for coming tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for the chats and the redeems, and we'll see you all again next time. Have a good one. Bye for now.